So now that you know a bit more about plan management and how ManageIt can support you, it's time to complete our service agreement. You would have received an email from us with a hyperlink to our service agreement on the PandaDoc website. By completing the agreement online, you can sign it digitally without the need to print, sign, and scan the document. When you first open your agreement in PandaDoc, you will see a privacy notice on the top of the screen here. You can click on this hyperlink to read PandaDoc's privacy notice. Then click on Agree and Continue to view the agreement. In this first section, there's some information about our services and what the agreement is all about. It's important to note that the agreement is operational until you decide to cancel it. So it'll span across multiple plans if your NDIS plan is reviewed or extended. You need to contact your plan manager if you get a new plan from the NDIS so that we can continue to process your payments without delay. When you have read the information on this first page, you can select Start from the top of the page here to start completing your agreement. First of all, you need to complete your personal details in this section. Usually, this section will already have been completed for you based on your plan and the information you submitted in your application. But please check that all the details, especially the contact details, are current and correct. Down the bottom here, you can add an authorised contact who can act on your behalf, and any alternative contacts you have, such as the support coordinator. You have the option to give these contacts sub-user access to your Self-Manager portal, which is where you can access information about all the payments we have processed for you and your budget balances. You or your authorised contacts can also add payment requests directly into this portal if you wish. There's some more information about sub-users on the bottom of this page. For each authorised contact, select a sub-user option. The full access allows them to view and edit information. The limited access allows them to only view the information. Or if you don't want to give them access at all, simply select this final option. This next page has some information about the fees and payments for plan management. The fees are included in your plan and can be found in its separate budget. This budget is called Improved Life Choices. Sometimes there's funding for what's called capacity building and training in plan and financial management by a plan manager. If this is the case, your plan manager will explain what is involved with this and any strategies they will put in place for capacity building training with you. Usually, there is one setup fee and 12 monthly administration fees included in this budget for a 12-month plan, which covers ManageIt's services. If you want to learn more about plan management, click on this hyperlink to the NDIS website. This document explains everything you need to know about plan management, including fees and payment processes. And this hyperlink takes you to the NDIS price guide page, which gives you an overview over the rates that the NDIS pays for the different supports, including plan management. When the price guide is updated, ManageIt automatically updates the fees we charge to you. But don't worry, the NDIS allows for this in your budget, and no other budgets in your plan will be affected. This section has some information about how budgets are managed in your NDIS plan. We can only access the budgets that are plan managed in the plan, so if a budget is self-managed or agency managed, it is your or your provider's responsibility to manage these. If you have service agreements in place with any of your other providers, it's a good idea to give your plan manager a copy so that they can make sure that the payments are made in accordance with these agreements. Please read this section carefully to understand how we are going to manage your funding. Make sure you sign the agreement after you have reviewed and completed all the sections in the agreement. It's likely that your name has already been added in this field, but as this is a demonstration video, I will type my name here. PandaDoc lets you create a digital signature either by drawing or typing in this window, so you don't need to print off the agreement and sign it manually. Select Accept and Sign to add your signature to the document. You will also need to select the date that you are signing the agreement from the selector here. If you are signing the agreement on the participant's behalf, make sure you complete the information in this area below the signature if this has not already been completed for you. Your plan manager will complete this section after you submit this agreement. Now we'll scroll down to make some selections for how the arrangement will work. With Manage It, you have several options to choose from to make sure our arrangement suits your preferences. First, you can select how payment requests should be sent to your plan manager for processing. You can upload payment requests directly to your Self-Manager portal if you like, and your plan manager can give you some training in how to do this. Or you can email payment requests to your plan manager so they can upload it to your Self-Manager portal before they process them for payment. If you select Email from Provider, your plan manager will process the payment without consulting you for approval. Select NA or Not Applicable for the options you don't want to select. You can select more than one option if you like here, and you can add any special instructions in this field below. Although you have the option to let service providers send invoices to us directly, it's always a good idea for you to check the invoices before we process them for payment. Providers may have included a fee that you didn't agree to or charged for a service that didn't happen, and your plan manager is unable to verify this information. You can indicate the type of payments that you expect to submit to us. These are usually invoices from providers and requests for reimbursements from you for any payments you have made. If you have any other types of payments, please add the details in this field. Note that if you're going to request reimbursements from us, you must present proofs of purchase, such as receipts or invoices, before we can pay you. You also need to add your bank details in this section. All of the payment records for the payments your plan manager makes on your behalf are stored on your statement in your Self-Manager account. If you select this first option, it means that you or your authorised contact will log into your Self-Manager account and access the statement and budget balances this way. If you have given your authorised contact access to their own sub-user account, they can keep an eye on this on your behalf using their login. The benefit of this is that the information on Self-Manager is live and you can access it at any time. Alternatively, you can ask your plan manager to send you a copy of your statement, either via email or post, upon your request. Please select only one of these options and leave the other ones as not applicable. Finally, you select who should receive the budget email alerts from Self-Manager. These alerts are triggered when you have used a certain percentage of your funding and act as prompts for you to review your budget balances so that you don't run out of funds too early. You can select one or all of these options and even add more in this field down the bottom here. When you have completed all the information in this agreement, click on Finish in the top right-hand corner here to submit your agreement. You need to review the reference guide that comes with the service agreement. This guide explains Manage It services in more detail and outlines yours and our roles and responsibilities as part of the service agreement. By signing the service agreement, you agree to the terms and conditions outlined in the reference guide. Make sure that you complete all of the required sections and sign our agreement before you submit it. Once we are ready to start your services, you will receive an email with the contact details for your dedicated plan manager. For any questions or support in the meantime, please contact us on info@manageit.com.au.